Hey guys, welcome back to Exit Corners. So here's what happened last time. So a lot happened last episode. First we found out that Sean's last name is Ward, that Ink doesn't have a good relationship with his parents, and that there's a scar on his chest that's probably linked to some traumatic experience. We've also saw a painting that has 379 that has been popping up a lot, according to Ether, and it's been in our puzzles, and it's also on our Gemini. And also the number four is significant because we're in the Four Elements Hotel with four contestants. But then they're like there must be an extra contestant, but like who is the extra contestant, and if that's significant at all. And as for the sword, we kind of found out what it was for, so I'm just gonna delete that. Yeah. And then Eva revealed that she actually is clairvoyant, so that explains all the stuff. It was like I know this, like, and I know that. So like, yeah, that explains a lot about her actually. And yeah, so Ray was kind of got like stuck in like a death trap of sort, and then we got like the red key card, even though it's like yellow, it's like a yellow corner, and also like the rooms for like the red door are like tailored specifically to Ray, so we're thinking that each corner is probably tailored to like a specific person, maybe. Yeah, so we can delete the stuff about the cipher for Ether and how she knows about the puzzles for some stuff. So yeah, she's not as suspicious as before, I guess. So yeah, my bad for doubting Eva, but clairvoyance is, if I choose to believe that her clairvoyance is real. Yeah. And yeah, so there's potassium cyanide like they can use to kill themselves. I don't know if they will want to, but like that's there. Yeah, what else? Alright, we learned Liza's last name is Thatcher, and that her dad is the former Belbridge professor who was on the council, and Ray accused him of embezzlement, but we don't know if that's true. She also whispered something to Ray when he was dying, that he got something right about her, but we don't know what. Oh, we also learned that Sent, like this word, his name is like short for sentient because he's a sentient AI, and Ray doesn't believe it, but like I think it's probably true. Which brings up the question of, is like are they in a simulation? Because like some stuff just shouldn't exist, like Best Garden just like miraculously appearing. That feels like a simulation thing to me. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just like a lot of drama and action for like the past episode. Yeah. Right. Oh, arc 2. Cool. So we're officially done with the first arc, it seems. Alright. Chapter 18. Delayed. Previously on Exit Corners. Skip. Is this thing still on? Hello? Is someone there? Let's try this again, shall we? Tell me your name. Can't. No, no, that's not my name anymore. What's wrong with me? My name is Ink. Ink Greer. And why the name Ink? You could have chosen any name at all, so why Ink? It's a good name. It's unique. It suits me. I'm sorry, but from what I'm told, that's not true at all. And where are we right now, Ink? Um, I can't remember. Somewhere bad, I think. Somewhere dangerous. Close enough. If you know where I am, you need to send help. There are others here. Some are hurt. Please. I can't help you, Ink. Or rather, I won't. You need to help us, or, or you could die? Exactly. We're all in danger, so help me. Tough break. That is why I'm here after all. Corners, etc. Corners? That seems important. More than you know. If you're not going to help, I want you out of my head. That's not going to be happening either. You'll forget about me long before long. Yeah, we had this monologue at the very beginning of the first episode too, so I wonder what that's about. No, I'll find out who you are. You won't even remember this conversation. Sorry. I'll remember you, your voice, everything. Mark my words, I will remember. It's about time for you to wake up. Good luck and all that. Ing found himself sitting on the floor, his back against the wall. His neck was stiff as a board, and the right half of his body was cold. To his left was Aoife. She was leaning against him. She seemed to wake up under Ing's gaze, sitting upright and staring back at him. Across from him was Beth. She sported bloodshot eyes and a droopier face than Ing had remembered. Her breathing was slow. You're awake. I didn't realize I had fallen asleep. I thought I'd just rest for a bit, but I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pass out, really. You should have woken me up. You needed a rest. Besides, I believe we're still stuck in this way. Ing put his head back and took a deep breath. That door's still locked, huh? I haven't checked in the last little while, so I don't know. We can have a look now that everyone's awake. Yeah, I guess we're all... Ing leapt to his feet, his drowsiness evaporating in an instant. Where's Ray? I'm over here. Ray shambled out from around the corner. Ray. Ooh. His arm is gone. There's nothing to say. It's done. I'm glad you're alive. Yeah, me too. How long have you been awake? I remember you passing out. Then I guess I sort of passed out myself. I've been up for about 20-30 minutes. I've just been walking around. I'm trying to get used to it, I guess. Ray pawed at the air where an arm used to be. I still can't believe it's gone. Ray winced. He stared at his stump. Suddenly, Ray doubled over, coughing, gagging, coughing again. The blood looked almost black. Ugh, god damn it. Beth was at his side in a heartbeat. No, you've lost so much blood already. I'll be okay, really. Please consider resting for a little while longer. It's still too early for you to be walking around like this. We don't have that kind of time. You know we don't. Hold on. How long was I asleep? I have no way of knowing exactly, but I guess you were out for a few hours. We have 6 hours left at most. Oh wow, that time went by fast. Damn it, we still got 2 whole doors to clear. At least. We're running out of time. Hey Beth, did we miss anything important while we were asleep? Not especially. I had my hands full with Ray for most of that time, applying pressure and keeping his arm elevated to try and keep blood loss to a minimum. Given that Ray's walking around right now, I said you did a pretty good job. Ray still passed out from shock, but I suppose that was unavoidable. Surprised he was able to wake up as soon as he did. You didn't need to do that, you know. You could have just let me die, if you wanted. It'd have saved you a lot more time. The fire in Ray's voice had disappeared. He sounded a good 20 years older than the man Ink I met this morning. I shouldn't have said that, sorry. Listen, Beth, I guess I haven't really thanked you yet, so... Thanks. You saved my life. We need to help one another if we're to make it out of here. Just make sure you thank the others too. Ray turned to Ink, his head lowered in thanks. Ink, Aoife, thanks. Ink nodded back. There was no need to say anything. And Liza. I need to thank Liza too. If she hadn't taken those pills away from me, I'd have... He trailed off, staring at the floor. Aoife patted him on the back. Hey, no need to think about that anymore. Say, where is Liza? She said she'd wait for us in the other hallway. I think she wanted some time to herself. How long ago was that? At least an hour ago, maybe longer. I pray she's safe. She's a tough one. I'm sure she's alright. Some truly awful things have happened to us today. I don't think it's unreasonable to think she wants some alone time. She might have even just fallen asleep like me and Ink. There's no reason to be worried. I mean, she has the pills, but what if she took the pills? Now that we're all conscious, we can go meet up with her, and we can finish this fucking game while we're at it. If you need a hand getting around... I don't. Hey, what are you...
Eva slung Ray's lonely arm over her shoulders and guided him toward the door leading to the main hall. Ink donned a heavy frown as he watched him stumble through the door. He shouldn't be alive. He was supposed to die back there, wasn't he? Yes, I believe that was Sim's intention. But that isn't what I meant. I've never seen a person lose that much blood and live. The fact that he's alive, conscious, and walking around so soon after the amputation is nothing short of a miracle. You must have seen how much blood he lost. I didn't really have it in me to watch the whole thing directly. I'll be honest, I didn't expect it to work. You mentioned that, something about the sword not being sharp enough. Yeah, given what happened though, I was clearly wrong about that. I've never had to do anything like that before in all my life, even as a nurse. I'm not even close to qualified to carry on an amputation on my own. There was no guarantee I'd actually save Ray. Well, I can guarantee that he would have died if you hadn't tried. It was the right call, Beth. Yeah, you're the only one with medical knowledge around here, so yeah. It's like you said, if we don't help one another, we might not make it out of here. And I can count on you, right, Ink? Need you ask? Of course you can. Beth procured a white envelope from her jacket. She ran her thumb up the creases in a sort of ritual before motioning for Ink to take it. What's this? Oh, okay. It's a letter. Rather, there's another envelope inside that one. That's the letter. I wrote it while you were all passed out, once I was sure that Ray had stabilized. You wrote me a letter? The letter isn't for you, dear, but I'd like you to hold on to it for me. Listen, if, for whatever reason, I don't survive exit corners, I need you to open this envelope the moment you escape. If something happens to me, so be it, but this letter must make it out of here. Nothing is going to happen to you, Beth. Oh, I know, dear, but just in case. Can you promise me you'll hold on to this? Promise, but I'm giving this right back to you the moment we escape. You got that? Of course. I don't like that. There's like a death flag for her right now. Ink took the letter from Beth's outstretched hand. Bumping over the letter himself, he grinned. What's so funny? When I said that writing letters was more your style, I was half joking. But it really is your style, isn't it? It is. Not out of choice, necessarily, but it's what I'm used to all the same. What do you mean? After the earthquake, I stopped keeping up with things. I've never owned a personal computer nor a smartphone. Why would I bother? The people I wanted to keep in touch with were gone. On the off chance I wanted to speak to a sister or a cousin, I wrote a letter instead. I became something of a shut-in. My existence started and ended at my garden. It was a dark time for me. I feel like I haven't changed in 14 years. Jeez, no wonder she's so bad with tech. But that's behind me now. When I get out of here, I'll be sure to get myself my own personal Gemini. These Gemini are pretty old, you know. You could probably treat yourself to a newer model. Of course. Perhaps you can help me with that when the time comes. Oh, that's nice. Ink shot the old woman a genuine smile, then tucked the envelope snugly into his jacket pocket. And Ink, please keep this a secret, at least until we escape. Oh, but why? I can't say, but it would mean a lot to me if you kept this to yourself. Sure, Beth, I trust you. With a nod, Ink motioned to the door. Waiting for them in the next hallway over was Liza. She was leaning against the wall, arms crossed, rhythmically tapping her foot. Took you all long enough. Nice to see you too, Liza. Bah, I'm in a bad mood. The door's still locked. I've been trying every few minutes, but no dice. Bastard didn't even have the decency to tell us why we're being detained. You look a little out of it. I, may have had a nap, a small one. Ink and I had a bit of a snooze ourselves. No need to feel bad about it. It's not like we could have proceeded anyway. Anything else you think we should know? I've just been communicating with my father for the most part. Oh, I see. He's been trying to contact Ink's friend Sean, but hasn't had any success as of yet. I'm not sure how much good that'll do. Like I said earlier, I'm afraid something happened to him. He hasn't contacted me in a while. I've got a bad feeling about your friend, Ink. I'm sorry. I know I should try to stay positive, but when I try to think about him, I suddenly get this sense of unease. Yeah, it's been way too long since Sean last contacted Ink. It's fine. Thanks for telling me. If Ever's got a bad feeling about it, does that mean? Pardon me, but I've been wondering, what happened to Seth? I haven't seen him since the last corner. May I answer? The monitor in the hallway came to life. The contestants all turned to face it. Ink made no attempt to mask that he was seething. Salutations! It has certainly been a while. And hello to you, Ray. You're still alive, I see. My. You're awfully quiet all of a sudden. Whatever is the matter? Did Bev take your tongue as well as your arm? I don't want to talk to you. Goodness me, how meek you've become. It's as if a part of you is missing. Oh wait, part of you is missing. Oh ho ho ho. He said he didn't want to talk to you, okay? You've had your fun with him, now leave him alone. He even needs a little girl to defend him, I see. Why don't you meet me face to face? Then we'll see which one of us is the little girl. Have you forgotten? I don't have a body with which to meet you face to face. I'm the world's first sent. Nobody gives a shit. We just want to go home. Ink couldn't rein it in any longer. This whole time, I held on to the naive hope that you weren't actually my enemy. Excuse me? When you told us you wanted us to treat executioners to survive, wanted us to beat executioners to survive, I believed it. Unlikely though it was, I prayed that you had some justifiable motive for why you were doing this to us. When you told me you loved me, I foolishly held on to the possibility that you weren't lying to me. That maybe, just maybe, you were looking out for me. He told you what? But now, after seeing what you did to Ray, I can't believe any of that anymore. You're just a sadist, Sent. An AI or not. What you've done is unforgivable. Perhaps it appears that way to you, Ink, but I hope that you'll come to understand that my love for you is genuine. One day, I hope to have my love reciprocated. Ink cackled. It was the sort of laugh he'd have expected to come from a witch, and it surprised even him. Are you fucking serious? Let's get one thing straight. I will never love you, Sent. It truly pains me to hear that, Ink. Good. I wanted to sting. For the first time, it appeared as though Sent was at a loss for words. I know you came to tell us something, Sent. Spit it out and leave. And while you're at it, would you mind telling us why you've locked us up? I was required to make a few alterations to exit corners. I couldn't just have you running around, now could I? It's not much of a game if we aren't allowed to play it. That much is true, I will admit. However, now that you are once again together, I will allow you to resume playing. Are you sure about that? I've just checked the door leading back to the main hall and it's still locked. I hadn't finished. You must solve the puzzle in this room to proceed. But we've already solved this room's puzzle. I will repeat myself. I have made some alterations to exit corners. The first of which is the puzzle I've retroactively added to this room. It will appear on this monitor shortly after I conclude my message. Just what are you trying to pull here, Sent? And no reply. Sent simply left. I don't like where this is going. Where's the puzzle anyway? He said he put it up, but the monitor is still off. Ugh, we've lost enough time as it is. What do you think Sam meant when he mentioned that he made some alterations? I done an extra puzzle or two are the only additions. Maybe he's setting up another trap for one of us. Maybe me again. Even if that is the case, we've prevented your death once already. We can do it again, right? At the cost of another arm, or maybe a leg this time? Eva bit her lip. Unsurprisingly, comforting a man who had just lost a limb was difficult. If we ever come across Sen, I'm going to rip his arm off, see how he likes it. Haven't we already established that Sen is an AI? There's a good chance he is, but I still haven't seen concrete proof of it. I didn't fully understand what was back there in the red corner, but weren't you working on his code or something? Just a small part of it. I was running some functions to perform some bounce checks for what might have been an AI application. I don't doubt it's possible, but at the end of the day, anything could be on the other end of those monitors. For what it's worth, Ray, I think you should try to believe that Sen is an AI. Why? If he's an AI, I'll never be able to get back at him. That's just it, Ray. If he's an AI, that will make him closer to an inanimate object than to a person, wouldn't it? Which might make it easier for you to get over it. Get over it? You expect me to just get over it? You need to listen to me, Ray. You have every right to be angry right now, but yeah, Eva, that's not a good move. I'm fucked. Fucked for life, Eva. Angry doesn't even begin to describe it. If you don't learn to control your hate, Ray, it'll consume you. What does it matter anymore? Ray slammed his remaining fist against the wall. For all that had happened to him, he had energy to spare. My life is over, finished. So you're just gonna give up then? People who give up shouldn't even bother to try. Are you one of those people, Ray? Are you going to just lie down and die? No, of course not. Good. Silence reigned for a time. Ink fidgeted about, anxiously waiting for the puzzle the contestants were promised. So I guess I'll be the one to bring this up if no one else is going to. Sen's trying to get us to kill ourselves, isn't he? He's been targeting specific contestants and either picking at an insecurity or outright torturing them. He wants us to choose to die. Yes, I believe that's his goal. I suspected this back in the green corner, but as soon as I saw those cyanide pills, I knew this was a pattern. If that really is what he's after, it's absolutely deplorable. How sick do you have to be to get a kick out of something like that? It may not be for kicks. I don't know what it is exactly, but I suspect there's some other motivation behind it. I doubt it. I'm betting all my chips on sadistic AI with a god complex. Anyway, let's just try to keep that in mind. We can't let him get the best of us. I think you, Ink, and I need to be the most careful. Some of the remaining corners may be aimed at us. She's right. If the corners really are set up to target specific contestants, that means that I may very well be next. I don't even want to think about what's in my corner. Ray butted into their encirclement. Something the matter, Ray? Oh, I should have realized. Would you rather we avoid this subject for now? Puzzle's ready. Ink turned to face the monitor. Sure enough, a puzzle had appeared on the screen. Would you look at that? Let's solve this thing and get out of here. Rearrange, ascending. Is it just this? Wait, that was really straightforward. Wait, really? Is that it? I think I heard the door unlocked, so apparently, yeah, that's it. Why is he wasting our time with this? Why is he wasting our time with any of them? There's no point in trying to figure out how Sant thinks. We need to try and make up for all the time we've lost. The contestants all nodded in agreement. Wasting no time, Beth pulled the door's handle and threw open the door. Ink followed her into the red bureau, which Ink had almost forgotten even existed. No good. The door leading back into the main hall is locked. Are you kidding me? We've already cleared these rooms. The monitor is lit up. There's a puzzle on it. Go figure. Hopefully it's as easy as the last one. Fingers crossed. At least he can't give us any more after this one. Why do you say that? There aren't any rooms left between this one and the main hall. True enough. Anyway, shall we? Whoa, two puzzles. Okay. This descending. Okay. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up. Okay. Alright, there we go. Something's wrong. These puzzles feel different from the rest of exit corners. He's making these up on the spot. You think? I guess they would explain why they're so bad. You hear that, Set? Your puzzles suck. Ink didn't expect a reply and consequently didn't receive one. Don't celebrate just yet. Look at the monitor. Ink looked over his shoulder. He hadn't noticed anything at first, but upon closer inspection, the puzzle on the screen had reset. Another one? No, it's the same one. Why do we need to do it again? We've solved it. You just had to open your mouth, didn't you? Give me a break. I had no idea he'd actually do this. He's trying to buy time. There's no two ways about it. That's the most likely explanation. He locked us up in the Red Wing because he was making changes to exit corners, and I'm willing to bet that those changes still aren't ready. Don't get discouraged. That's likely what Sant wants. Right. Let's solve this next one then. More puzzles. Okay. And we just do it all again. Cool. Oh, I just realized that the clear screen, like, Ink doesn't have his scarf anymore. That's pretty cool. I can't believe we had to do that one twice. Are we done yet? The monitor played the puzzle complete chime before turning completely white. Another one? The monitor's low humming stopped. In lieu of displaying another puzzle, it simply went dark. A telltale click-clack came from the door. Ink sighed. Are you done wasting our time, Set? We have a game to win. Beth shimmied over to the door and popped it open. I suppose we're done here. Beth motioned for the others to follow. Ink watched as the other contestants all made their way through before him. Ink dreaded stepping back into the main hall. It would be there that he'd find out exactly how much time he and the others had lost. He knew their time was growing short. Ink shook his head, then stepped through the doorway. Ink never did check the timer. Something else had captured his attention instead. It wasn't just Ink either. The other contestants had stopped dead in their tracks and simply stared at them. Who are they? That's... No. Ray fell to his knees. The others continued to stare in silence. Oh. Is this Sean? Is this Tiana? Cool. Two bodies were sprawled across the floor of the main hall like a pair of discarded toys. The woman was a mystery to Ink. The man, however, there was no mistaking him. Sean? Not skipping a beat, he ran over to his friend, grabbed him by the shoulders, and screamed. Sean! Oh, okay. New people. Alright. Chapter 19. Plus 2. Yeah, plus 2 more people. Okay, things are getting a bit more complicated. Is he dead? No, of course not. I can see him breathing from here. Two bodies have been left, dumped, really, in the Four Elements main hall. Ink's contact Sean was one of them. Beth was already at their side, checking the woman's pulse. And how's she doing? She's alive, whoever she is. I can't seem to get her to wake up. I think she's been sedated. So this is what Sen's been doing while we were locked in there. You know, I'm actually sort of relieved. At least Sean's alive, right? So that's your contact, huh? That's him, alright. Don't know who the girl is, though. I do. That's my contact. Her name's Tiana. Is she your, sister? Does she look like my sister? She's my ex. There. No hiding it. No hiding it at this point. Ray shook his head. And here I thought today couldn't get any worse. A stifling silence filled the room. Ink found himself staring at the floor. Why bring Sean into the focus light in the game? Why bring him in at all? And also, now that Tiana's here, she's gonna, like, probably expose that Eva was lying about how she knew. Oh, yeah. Tiana's here too. What are you up to, Sent? The silence was broken by a dull groaning. Sean? Sean's eyes heaved themselves open. Ink helped his friend to his feet. Ink? That you, bud? That's right. Hang in there, man. I'm freaking sore everywhere. Jaw's all swollen. Yeah, you don't look so hot. Here, we'll get you something to drink. Eva was on it in a flash, pouring a tall glass of water and bringing it to Sean. He ripped it from her hands and downed it all in one go. Thanks, gorgeous. I'm feeling better already. No problem. Glad you're okay. Sean put a hand on his back and stretched. His smile vanished as he had a look around the hall. You know, Ink, this place looks vaguely hotel-ish. That's 'cause it is. Welcome to the exit corners. Well, shit. Sean's gaze veered downwards. He jumped slightly upon seeing the woman at his feet. Whoa, who's that? Her name's Tiana. She got thrown in here with you. Yikes, no one's safe, huh? Do you remember anything about how you got here? I told you I was being followed, right? Yeah, and then you stopped messaging me. Who was following you? Who was following you exactly? Red-headed fellow in a cap. I couldn't see his face, but it was definitely a dude. Young guy, I think. Honestly, he didn't look out of place on campus. Except he was definitely following me. I wandered around campus for a while trying to shake him. Eventually I was just flat out running away from the dude. He wasn't running after me or anything, so I thought I was safe. But then I turned a corner in the engineering building and bumped right into the guy. Guy must be able to teleport or something. Scared the shit out of me. And then what? He grabbed me. And then I woke up here. Sorry, that's all I got. That's it? Damn. So I guess I've been kidnapped? Seems a little, ow. The fuck? With a cough and a hack, Sean's nose and mouth were suddenly erupting in blood. I'm bleeding over here. Medic! Medic! Hold still. I can't help you if you're flailing all around the place. Flailing all over the place. Right, okay. What do I do? Stand upright, put your head back a tad, and keep putting pressure on it. It shouldn't last more than 2 minutes. Sean did just that. He grew quiet. Looks like Sean's got the exit corners bug. Please don't call it that. I've given up trying to figure out what it is. We'll just need to tough it out until we escape. Hopefully Sean's episode is the last. Well, it's not. Ooh, she's awake too. All eyes were on Tiana. Her hands were glazed with a red mucus. It wasn't blood exactly, but there was certainly blood in it. Can I get a tissue or something? Without skipping a beat, Beth was at the ready with a typhon. That must have been from one of the bedrooms. Here. Chiffon? Yeah. Keep your head back and apply a little pressure. Sure. Do you know where you are, Tiana? Can the questions wait until I'm not hemorrhaging, maybe? I know this isn't the best time to ask, but time isn't something we have a lot of right now. I need to know what you know. All I know right now is that it feels like my brains are leaking out of my nose. I don't know where I am, I don't know you, and I don't know how you know my name. He knows your name because of me. You don't have to yell at him. Tiana gasped. Ray? My god, what happened to you? The contestants collectively looked down at Ray's bloody stump. What the hell is going on? First you sent me messages on that stupid thing. Then I wake up who knows where having contracted who knows what. And here you are looming over me with a missing arm. If you're looking for an explanation, I ain't got one. Nobody does. Oh shit, you did this. Why would I cut off my own fucking arm off? I don't know. You've done stupider things. I'm not gonna waste my energy talking to you. Fine by me. Ray kicked the chair over as he broke their encirclement. A panicked Eva ran after him. So would someone else mind explaining what's going on here? Anyone? I'll fill you in. You're going to get the abridged version, but it'll have to do. Okay, first things first. Where am I? The Four Elements Hotel, or rather, a building designed to resemble the Four Elements. The original hotel was demolished 20 years ago, or something. How does that make any sense? This might take longer than I thought. Come on, let's have a seat. I'm Liza, by the way. Sure, and I'm Tiana, but I guess you all knew that already. The two of them sat down at one of the nearby tables. Ink thought about helping Liza explain exit corners to Tiana, but figured she had it covered. Sean looked like he had something to say anyway. Something on your mind? She's a cutie, that one. Oh my gosh, Sean, please stop. Huh? You mean Liza? Yeah, her. She hasn't said a whole lot, but I can tell she's a real, like, firecracker. You're kind of a creep sometimes, you know that? Give me a break, my guy. I'm just trying to make the best of my situation here. If life gives you lemons, make out with a lemon. That's what I say. You realize she's the rich girl I mentioned, right? Not a day ago, you told me you hated rich girls. You never told me she was a redhead. I make exceptions, man. I'm like the king of exceptions. And you know how much I like redheads. She's barely legal. Clothes only counts in... Oh, horseshoes and hand grenades. You're the worst. Yeah, that's kinda... illegal? Yeah. Ink shook his head in an attempt to hide a smile. I mean, she's 18, so I guess it's legal, but still, that's kinda sus. Even now, Sean had a way of making him laugh. Ink didn't even find him funny, per se, but his openness had often made Ink feel at ease. Excuse me. Whoa, don't scare me like that. You didn't hear any of that, right? You're in pretty high spirits for someone who's just been kidnapped, abducted. Sean's always been like this. It's hard to get the guy down. Anyway, those girls are going over our situation right now. Don't you think you should be listening in, Sean? Nah, I think I'm good. Ink gave me the skinny via Gemini. I guess more stuff's happened since then. Like tough guy over there getting maimed. But I figure Ink will fill me in on anything else I need to know. Do you still have it? Your Gemini, that is? Nada. Looks like it was confiscated. Say, I don't think I caught your name. I'm Beth. Good to meet you. Same. Oh, and thanks for your help with the whole bleeding shenanigans. I thought I was dying back there. You do realize that all I did was tell you to cock your head back, right? Well, hey, it worked. Thanks, Doc. I'm not a doctor, dear. Just your average RN. But you're welcome. Don't sell yourself short. You're a miracle worker in my book. Besides, anything even sort of related to medicine is way beyond me. I had to settle for engineering like a dumbass. An engineer, a nurse, and an English major walk into a hotel. Engineer says, "Man, I'm handsome." And nurse says, "We've all contracted some horrible disease." And the English major says, "Would you like fries with that?" Ouch. Ahaha, you took the words right out of my mouth. You know I'm just teasing, Ink. We didn't come to get these guys to joke around either. Right, sorry. What's up, you guys? Ray and I had a look at the timer. We have very little time left. How little is very little? Less than 4.5 hours. Oh wow, okay. I didn't realize just how much time had passed after Ray's accident. I swear I only closed my eyes for a second. Shitsky, we should probably get on with the game then, huh? Let's go round up Liza and Tiana. We're getting ready to leave. You almost done with your explanation, Liza? Yeah, I was just wrapping up. Do you have any more questions? Tons, but there'd be no point in asking. It's also hard to wrap my head around. I know it's a lot to take in at once. Hell, I still haven't fully come to terms with everything that's happened today. Hearing it from Ink was one thing, but seeing this place firsthand is something else. I had no idea that all this was going on. We didn't mention a thing. Do you remember anything about your abduction, Tiana? As a matter of fact, I do. I was just reading in my apartment when I heard the window shatter. Someone tossed some sort of canister through my smashed window and it started spewing smoke everywhere. Before I knew it, the whole room was covered in a white fog. I started to get drowsy, then. Did the canister make a hissing noise? Yeah, actually it did. I see. We good to go then? Yeah, ready when you are. We're ready as well. Gang's all here. Poor Ray, he's just holding his like stump. So which door is next then? That's a good question. Let's see. I can answer that. An extra special hello to our 2 new contestants. I am overjoyed to see that everyone's been acquainted. You must be that scent guy. Indeed I am. How do you do, Sean? I'll be honest with you, pal. I'm not happy. The mere fact that I'm here is, definitely a bad thing. Well, perhaps not. I'm sick of listening to you speak. Just tell us which door is next. Yes, of course. Please hold on one moment. As you may or may not know, due to your unorthodox methods of play, I've had to make some adjustments to exit corners. The first, of course, is the addition of Sean and Tiana. They were contacts once, but they have graduated to full-time contestants. The second major adjustment is that both the remaining doors will open simultaneously, after you've solved an initiation puzzle, that is. Did any of you bother to check how much time you have remaining? I did. We have 4 hours left. 4 hours and 19 minutes to be exact. How are we supposed to finish this game in 4 hours? Procuring our new contestants took quite a bit of time, unfortunately. In light of this setback, I've opened up both the blue and black doors so that they may be completed simultaneously. For simplicity's sake, I'll just get this out of the way now. The blue door is more challenging than the black door. Are you suggesting we split up? I am not suggesting anything. You want us to split up. I want you to play exit corners, nothing more. If we do split up, who goes through which door? You may decide that amongst yourselves. The initiation puzzle will be available momentarily. Don't spend too long arguing who goes where now. Or you could die. The monitor grew dim, but Ink New Scent was still watching. It wasn't long before the aforementioned puzzle popped up on the screen. Sean, Tiana, what's up? This is one of the puzzles we mentioned. Sen likes to put these up and have us solve them before we can continue. They usually have some kind of trick to them. Let's solve this one together and you'll see what I mean. I don't have a choice in this, do I? Aw, come on, sounds like fun. Fill the hole in my heart. Okay. Okay, there we go. We did it, go us. It was weird for sure, but I think I could get the hang of these. We made good time on that one. Some are pretty tough though, so watch out for that. Ian cleared his throat. The other contestants gathered around him. So, about those doors. How do you guys want to do this? Let's figure out ASAP. There are 7 of us, so we aren't going to be able to split ourselves up evenly. I guess we'll have one group of 3 and one group of 4. I don't think we should split up. Why not? Wouldn't that be the fastest way to beat this thing? Yes, but Sam wants us to split up, right? He says he's doing this to give us a chance, but he never tells us the whole truth. There may be another reason for wanting to split us up. Isn't that a little paranoid? I mean, I guess it is possible. But it's not like this is some kind of slasher flick where we're all going off on our own. We'd just be splitting into 2 presumably equal groups. Keep in mind that he's letting us choose who goes in which door, even if he did have some kind of sinister plan. Couldn't it be ruined by having the wrong person go through the wrong doors? We're too short on time to be thinking about what Sam may or may not be planning. We need to take advantage of this opportunity to get ahead. If you think that's what's best, I'm not going to argue. Ink winced. After a slight pause, he continued. So, any preferences? Anyone? I'm just going to get this out of the way now. I'm not going anywhere with Tiana. That's fine by me. That was easy, I guess. What next? I like to go with Ray. He's only recently lost his arm, and I think I ought to keep an eye on him. He can't overexert himself, and I'm the only one who's qualified to help him if things take a turn for the worse. That's true. Good idea. Anyone else? I like to go with Ray too. I'm worried about him. Me too. Gee, aren't you popular? Wow, so bitter. You don't all need to come with me. I'll be fine. Okay, so if the 3 of you go with Ray, that leaves Sean, Tiana, and me together. I don't like that. Sean and I just got here. How are we supposed to keep up the rest of you if you have a numbers advantage? This isn't a competition, you know. Besides, Ink is our strongest puzzle solver, so the two groups won't have as great a skills disparity as you think. That is true. Whoa, little Ink over here is your best puzzle solver? Not bad, buddy. Not bad. Ink couldn't help but smile at the compliment. He is. If only he could split himself in two. He's that good, huh? Let's see. Does it say anywhere in the rules that we need to stick with these teams forever? We haven't exactly been handled the rulebook, so no, I guess not. How about this then? We'll make two teams of three. Then Ink can act as a wild card. He can go back and forth between the two groups as needed. That sounds reasonable. Excellent thinking, Sean. Why, thank ya. So, what do you say, bud? Think you're up for it? I can handle that, yeah. I'll be able to relay messages between the two groups too. If this doesn't end up working out, we can switch the teams around later. Right. Now all we need to do is make two teams of three. I think we were pretty close. Currently, it's the four of us original contestants in one group, and Sean and Tiana in the other. Since Ray sure isn't coming with me, and since Beth says she wants to stick with Ray, that means either you or Liza will need to jump ship and come with us. I forgot with. Listen, you don't need to pretend that you like me, okay? I know when I'm welcome. Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. The only thing that matters is getting out of here alive. I don't know what Ray told you about me, and honestly, I don't care. But one of you needs to buck up and come with Sean and me. I'll do it. I'll tag along with you. I appreciate it. I know it must be hard to split up after you've gone all buddy-buddy with each other. Well, since you asked so nicely. Hey, that's perfect. I was just about to suggest that Liza come with us. Gee, what a shocker. Why doesn't Eva tag along with me too? Nothing motivates me more than being surrounded by beautiful honeys. Yo, Ink, am I right or am I right? That's a great idea and you know it. I'm not so sure about that. Aw, you're no fun. Liza, if this guy tries to pull anything, just let me know, okay? I'd be more than happy to punch this wannabe playboy square in the nose. Hey now, I was kidding, girl. Kidding. And what's this about being a wannabe playboy? I'm a bona fide Casanova. I've hooked up with tons of girls. Tons. Probably like 1,000. Literally 1,000. There ain't a girl on campus who doesn't know me. Funny, I've never heard of you before. Yeah, well that's cause, you sound very sexually insecure, you know that? Hey, that was mean. The other contestants laughed. Sean wasn't altogether lying. He was, in fact, popular with the with the ladies. But seeing even deflate his ego was strangely satisfying to Ink. The mood is certainly a bit lighter now that Sean's around. Some laughter will probably do us good. It's easy to forget that one of us, Ink instinctively glanced at Ray, the only contestant who hadn't shared in laughter. His remaining fist was clenched, shaking. Can we just fucking go already? Silence. Ray's outburst had the whole room staring at him. We've decided on teams. Can we leave now? You think I want to just stand here and watch the rest of you chum around? Sean had gone from bumbling to serious in a heartbeat. He approached Ray calmly. Pick a door then. Once that's decided, we can split up. Said that the blue door was more challenging, right? Well, that's what he claims. He could be lying. I don't know. Black? We'll take the black door. That's just like you, taking the easy road. Fuck off. The dude with one arm is allowed to pick the easy road if he wants. Besides, you're the one who always messes up the easy stuff. Maybe it's better you leave it to me. Forgetting to make checks isn't the same as not bothering to check if... Okay, fine, I'll take the fucking blue door. Happy? Oh, I don't actually care. Too late. You think I'm gonna let you shit talk me like this? Blue door it is. Everyone okay with that? Ink scanned the room, which was eerily quiet. No one appeared to have any reservations. So Beth, Eva, and Ray will go into the blue door, while Liza, Sean, and Tiana will go into the black one. Are we all settled then? Don't you still need to pick a door, Ink? That's right. You haven't told us where you'll be going, big man. That's probably because I haven't actually decided yet. Hurry it up. You can always switch later. Okay then, I choose... I want to go with the O team. Maybe... So blue door? Ink refuses to listen. Great. So the black door. Cool. Alright. So that was Exit Corners, the beginning of Arc 2. Right, excited to find out what happens next. Please hit like and subscribe if you want to get these videos really soon, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.